Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So for those of you that are returning, welcome back. If this is your first time here, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, and my projects range anywhere from installing my own solar system to tinkering and doing stuff on my truck. Honestly, that's probably what most of my videos are about because it gets me the most views. But today we are talking about the Canon M50. That's what I've been using for the last couple of years to film a majority of my videos with a combination of a GoPro, of course. But there are some shortcomings that come along with the M50 that you kind of have to work around or get used to. So if you use the M50, then you're already aware that the battery and the memory card are located on the bottom side. You have to open up the door in order to get to it. The problem with that is to put any sort of like tripod mount on it or anything like that. You're putting it right here, and the plate that I use, it looks like this guy right here. And when you mount that onto the camera, whether you mount it sideways or long ways, you can't open up the door. So now I can't get the door open. So every time I either need to change out a battery, which with the M50 it's pretty often, or I want to take the card out so that I can put it on my computer and load the videos and edit them, I have to take that plate off. And it's kind of annoying, it's tedious, and yeah, I know, first world problems, right? But my workaround has been using a small riser, which looks like this. So with it mounted on the plate, now it raises it up, and now we have it mounted on the camera, and it looks something like this. So now we can open up the door, we can have access to the battery and the memory card, which is what we want. But yeah, it does look a little ridiculous. This has worked for me because these are the parts that I had. Now, a little while ago, I came across a part. I think I saw a YouTube video on it, and then I found it on Amazon. And it was a plate that goes on the bottom. It screws into here. It's just like a little piece of aluminum. And then it shifts the hole over just slightly so that it just puts mounting spots in a different place. I thought it was a neat idea. I think it's like 20 bucks on Amazon. I already have everything that I need in order to put one together myself. I have some aluminum bar here. It's 1 inch wide by 1/4 inch. And I have this left over from another project. So we're going to use this. I grabbed a screw from Ace Hardware. I think it was like 29 cents or something like that. So that was the only thing that I actually had to pick up. And I already have thread taps from using that I bought for using for other projects. So I already had that piece. And so that's honestly all we need in order to do this. And so let's jump into it. Okay, so now we have our 2 1/4 long piece of aluminum, and I'm gonna take some sandpaper to it just to knock down the corners, just to smooth it out a little bit. Okay, we got the corners knocked down. It's a lot smoother, and now we just gotta put a couple holes in it. Okay, so with the trial and error of a few different size bits, we were able to countersink the screw to be flush with the bottom of the plate so that any sort of tripod mount would be able to fit flush. And as you can see, the door opens freely. So now we'll be able to put another hole somewhere in here so that we can tap it and mount our tripod plate to it. Okay, so now we got the second hole, It did end up being a little off center. I was just eyeballing it. I don't really care that much. If I really wanted to take some time, I could center it better, but I don't care that much. I'm just doing this for funsies. So it fits on there, and so here's the moment of the truth. Opens up. Battery drops freely, and I can get the memory card out. Wish I had done this sooner. Let's check out to see what it looks like on the tripod. Okay, so this is the tripod that I use. It's just an Amazon Basics tripod. It's nothing fancy, but it works, and I like the functionality of it. And now we're going to mount the camera into it. Okay, and as you can see, it mounts in there. No problem. It's off to the side, but that's okay. And actually, it almost like the lens is centered with the tripod now. It's pretty close anyway. If you're wondering, the door does still open. You can get the memory card out, but you can't get the battery out. That's not that big a deal. And like I said, I was just doing this for funsies. And here's what it looks like from the backside. So I guess if that does it for this video. I just wanted to see if I was able to make that part with the things and tools that I have laying around. I was able to. I will put a link to the product down in the description if you want to check it out there, or if you want to see if you can tackle something like this yourself. Honestly, buying all the parts and tools, if you don't already have it, would be far more expensive than just buying the piece from Amazon. But I wanted to give it a shot to see if I could do it myself, and I was. So I will catch you on the next one. See ya.